This man is flipping back and forth in the grave. He tries to find some valuable burial goods, but this action awakens a creepy snake. 5 days later, the man who severed the snake lived in constant fear. Whenever he opens his eyes, he sees the snake roaming around. He begged Feng Shui Master Sangtak to visit the cemetery again to check the situation, though Sangtak didn't want to go back to that eerie place. But for the sake of innocent people's lives, he carried a shovel into the mountains. He sprinkled his body with salt, a symbol of exorcism. Then he jumped into the pit and started digging. After a few hours, he finally saw the snake's 2 bodies, but he was horrified to find a woman's face growing on the snake's head. Stranger still, there seemed to be something underneath the grave. Until he lifted the floating soil on top, Sangtak was instantly shocked. There's another coffin down here. He rushed to start calling people. It wasn't long before Warren and his men arrived. After another round of digging, the coffin was completely exposed to everyone. It's not as luxurious as the last coffin. This one is extremely ugly and rough. There are strange chains wrapped around it. More importantly, it was buried vertically in the earth. They think it's not that simple. Because the rich man's whole family was killed by this evil graveyard, they decided to put the coffin in a temple at the foot of the mountain. With the permission of the monks, they carried the coffin to the house. To prevent accidents, Warren borrowed glutinous rice from the monks and sprinkled it evenly around the coffin, and poured fresh horse's blood on it. When the rich man's aunt heard about this, she flew here overnight. But she didn't know that there were 2 coffins in her ancestor's tomb. Shan wanted her to tell more about the family history, so they could determine what was going on, until she pulled out a photo, and said that one of them was his father. Everyone was dumbfounded. Turns out his ancestor defected to a hostile country during the war. He betrayed his own country. A monk wanted to punish him. He chose his grave on the hill where bad luck gathered. She says she doesn't want to be involved. That coffin will be disposed of by them. After hearing these words, they decided to take the coffin to the crematorium tomorrow. But in the middle of the night, there was an accident. The boards of the coffin had already been broken. It seemed that something had broken open from the inside. Warren looked up and saw a big hole in the roof too.